Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Big John from Big John's Bully House. Go ahead and answer some of your guys' questions. The pictures that you guys seen put last night on the storyline of the little champagne and white boy, that is actually one of the puppies off of Chico Times Remy that went to Rodney Cannon in Brooklyn, New York. For people asking about Savage's stud fee and why it's at what it is, his stud fee is $1,500 because he has had productions. He has been bred. He has been bred in-house and he has been bred out-house. So that is the reason his stud fee is $1,500. Same goes with Chico. Chico had his first litter, and with what he produced, we were more than happy and more than satisfied. That boy showed us, you know, he has really strong genes and genetics and traits. So that is the reason Chico is $1,500. And as we're talking about Chico, I want to give my partner a huge shout out on locking in Chico's second breeding. He just knocked out another breeding. Gonna see what he does with this next female that he was bred to. Want to give a huge shout out to 815 Bully Camp's Nasty Boys owner. That is actually the guy that bred to Chico. So if I'm not mistaken, this next breeding will be 2 times Chico, or not Chico, 2 times Nasty Boy, 2 times Hooch. It is definitely going to be crazy, to say the least. So with that being said, you know, huge shout out to my partner. As for Gotti and Capone, the Littermate brothers, their stud fees are $1,000. The reason they're $1,000 is because of the overall look of them dogs. A lot of people, when they breed, they preach the pedigree. You know, the pedigree has to be just right. For me, it's not like that. Pedigree, I mean, if you got a good pedigree, that's great, that's wonderful. But the overall look of the dog is what I look for when I'm breeding, when we're doing breedings, whether it's in-house, out-house, collaboration, whatever the case may be, we look at the overall dog. If the overall dog brings nothing to the table, there is no reason to do that breeding. We're not just going to breed dogs just because we have dogs and we have males and we have females. They come in heat and we're trying to push out puppies. That is not what we do here. Every breeding that we do has a purpose behind it. As for the comments of the dogs looking like English bulldogs, I don't know if you're familiar with dog breeds or not, or if you just don't know what a dog. The difference is an English bulldog or an oldie bulldog or an American bulldog or whatever the case is. English bulldog has no muzzle. English bulldogs have ropes on top of ropes. If you do not know what the term ropes means, wrinkle after wrinkle. Their muzzle is probably about as wide as my thumb, or as long as my thumb, excuse me, not as wide, as long. They have crazy underbites protruding out of the bottom jaw over top the top teeth. They do not have their ears cropped, and they do not have tails. It's real easy. Look up what an English bulldog is. It's real simple. It's self-explanatory. As well with old English bulldogs, American bulldogs, so on and so forth. The reason that we have the style of dogs that we have, and I've touched on this numerous times, we like a very short, stocky, compact dog. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter what the breed would have been. For me, I still like a short, stocky, compact dog. Whether it's an American Bully, or whatever the case may be. I like Frenchies, man. Them little guys, I like them a lot. You know, very short, very compact. You know, man, I like all dogs, to be honest with you. I love a German Rottweiler. Really, really love a German Rottweiler. The African Borbal. Monster of a dog, but I really like it, man. For as big as it is, it carries a lot of body, and it looks good on it. Now, Savage, for those that have seen the pictures and the videos of the dogs playing, I noticed people were, I don't know if they thought their dogs were harming each other or whatnot, but that's not the case. We do not let our dogs hurt each other. Bull breeds play rough. No matter what bull breed it is, they play rough, they sound rough. So trust me, anytime you see these dogs playing together, it sounds a lot worse than what it actually is. As for the lady that was asking if we pet home our dogs at any time, and like I explained to her, and I figured I'd touch on it for a lot of people as well that were probably wondering the same thing. A lot of times the females that we have here or the males that we have here will stay here and they will pass away here. We're not them people that breed a dog and then once it's done breeding, we ship it out and get rid of it and go on to the next one. Our dogs are part of our family. Now, there are occasions that if we find the right family, the right people, yes, absolutely, we will pet home our dogs out. But under very strict circumstances. Because again, these dogs are more to us than just a dog. Like I said, they are a part of the family. Here shortly, you know, I keep touching on it, I keep talking about it. We're gonna get these videos going to show you guys how to train the dogs to hunt and how we've been doing that for quite some time. Them videos will be coming. I'm trying to find a live trap right now, and there will not be an animal in the live trap for those that, you know, are worried about that aspect of it. There's not going to be a live coon or nothing in the live trap. It's just going to be a walkthrough, pretty much tutorial to show you the do's and the don'ts, what to do, what not to do. I know I had a lot of people saying that they were ready to bring their dogs out and they wanted to throw them straight in the woods, and that is the worst possible thing that you could ever do. You're going to cause your dog to get hurt, possibly cause your dog's spirit to be broken. You have a lot of things that happen, especially if it's a big, full, mature coon. Short and sweet, it'll whoop your dog's ass quicker and shit. I've watched it be done. I've had it be done. I watched my father that raised and trained Walker coon hounds literally take one of his best males, Riverbend Rowdy, and push his eyeball back in his head. My Uncle Gary, rest in peace, his best coon hound, took a coon out in the water and was drowned. The coon actually drowned his coon dog. There's a lot of bad things that can happen to your dog. There's certain things that you have to train your dog to do in order to be a little more, I guess, cautious about certain situations. Now, it's not to say that your dog's not going to get bit. Your dog will get bit. 100% guaranteed it's going to get bit. But there are certain techniques and certain things to do and ways to train your dog to where the bite is not as severe, and to train your dog to dispatch an animal as quickly as possible. Also, make sure that your dog listens very, very well, minds you very, very well, because there is an off and on switch. Your dog has to know when to turn it on and when to turn it off. My dogs all know. Once we hit the truck and they're in the dog box and we're going to the woods, it's time to go, it's time to work. Once we come home, it's turned off and it better stay off until I take them back out to the woods. People are asking about leashes and what we do for training wise and walking wise and how we get our dogs to listen very well. It's very simple. There is a leash here. You can get this at any vet. It's a vet leash. Go ahead, Isaiah. Put that on Savage. The leash is designed to sit on the dog behind the head. I see a lot of people, you know, say they use chokers, they use them pinch collars, they use all that stuff. These, like I said, down, baby. Here, get down. You're all soaking wet. These leashes are designed to help control your dog, to help your dog, training your dog, whether it's walking or whatever you're doing. Go ahead and walk in. Like I said, I just had to show my wife's cousin. She had a female, a 2-time hooch daughter. Go ahead. That wasn't listening, wasn't walking properly. I went over there with one of these leashes and showed her how to use it, showed her what to do. Savage is the dog that he will not leave my side. It's hard to show people with him, but nonetheless, go ahead and just, it's very simple here. It's going to be a little harder, but you just give a little tug, get the dog. See how it sits right behind the dog's head and behind its ears. With anything in the world, you control its head and you can control its body. Again, Savage is that type of dog that if I'm out and about out here with him, he will not leave my side. He is very, very loyal, damn near to a fault, because my kids get upset because I can't walk him. Come. But it's real simple. I mean, I'm using one finger. That's it. One finger. Once you get the dog trained properly, you can use one finger, control your dog. As for Two-Face, when she comes in heat, who we're going to breed her to, man, the more and more I look at Capone, the more I'm loving the way he's developing, the way he's turning out, and Gotti too. So that will be, it's going to be a hard choice. I was even also thinking about Savage, running Savage to her, but time will tell. Once she comes in heat, it's going to be definitely between Gotti and Capone. And like I said, I've been throwing it around with Savage. I'm going to sit back and watch all of them more, how they move, what one has to bring to the table more than the other. Where's Coon? Huh? But I want to give a huge shout out to all the subscribers, new and old, especially everybody that's been subscribing to the channel here lately, man. Huge shout out to you guys. Huge shout out to the ones that have been rolling with us ever since we started. All the support that you continue to give us, everything. Down. Time down. All the support you guys continue to give us, all the love, man. Everything. As of right now, we have no puppies on the ground. We're waiting on females come in heat, do our breedings. Again, huge shout out to my partner and his boy Chico on locking in his second breeding. If you have any questions, you can reach me at 815-632-9073. As always, take care, God bless, and stay safe.